Hey, Shopify store owners, especially if you're selling on Etsy too. Here's a quick question. Are people actually finding your products on Google? If SEO feels confusing, overwhelming, or like something you'll get to later, this is for you. I'm hosting a free 7-day Shopify SEO challenge that breaks it down into simple, doable steps. No tech headaches, no fluff. Join us at aiseoschool.com. That's school with a K, aiseoschool.com. 7 days, it's free, better traffic. Let's go.
This business isn't trying to get more traffic. It's trying to get the right work. And that's what semantic alignment actually does. If your services, pricing, or ideal client has shifted, that's exactly when a semantic alignment report matters. Because AI should grow with your business, not trap you in its past. Welcome to the Simple and Smart SEO Show podcast. I'm your host, Waddell, here to bridge the gap between SEO strategy and real-world business success. So grab a coffee or your favorite tea, and let's dive into smarter SEO for your business. Hey there. Welcome back to the Simple and Smart SEO Show podcast. Let me start with a scenario that might sound familiar. So let's imagine you run a solid local service business. You've been around for years. You do good work. You do great work. You have a website, but something feels off. Not because business is bad, but because the work that you want more of isn't the work you're getting. That's exactly where this client was. So here's the big idea I want you to hold on to for this episode. When your business evolves, your meaning has to evolve too, or AI will keep recommending you for the past version of your business. AI doesn't see your intentions. It sees your language. This is the business shift. This client runs a local lawn service in South Central Kansas. Historically, the business leaned residential. That meant smaller lawns, recurring mowing, ongoing contracts, but that's not where he wanted to grow. He was intentionally shifting toward large lots, open fields, acreage mowing, land prep, seasonal project-based work. The business had evolved, but unfortunately, the website had not. So the catalyst for all of this was AI confusion. And this showed up when we tested AI search prompts like, who offers garden rototilling near me? Or large field mowing in South Central Kansas. On paper, he was a great fit, but in reality, AI either didn't recommend him or lumped him into the wrong category. That's the danger. AI wasn't wrong, it just wasn't confident. So here's the debate. Do we need more SEO? At this point, most people will assume they need either more content, more keywords, more backlinks, but none of that fixes a meaning problem. The issue wasn't visibility. It was semantic drift. So we have to break it into two. So here's the strategy. Instead of chasing rankings, we focused on semantic clarity. The first thing I did was map core intent, not what do you rank for, but what do you want AI sending you more of? And so we landed on two services, garden rototilling and large field mowing. And those aren't random services. They're signals of scale. So next I let AI reason with us. It explained something very important. These services are often grouped under small acreage land services, property maintenance, or land prep. In other words, AI already understood the category. The site just hadn't claimed it yet. So this is where it started to become a little bit more fun when we fixed the meaning. This is where the real work happened. We clarified who the service is for, who it's not for, acreage size, equipment capacity, and seasonal timing. We added a dedicated rototilling page that connected tilling to field mowing and positioned the business between residential lawn care and ag services. This means we now spoke clearly to rural and large lot property owners. No fluff, no keyword stuffing, just meaning. So here is the semantic alignment analyzer tool that I told you about in the previous episode. What I did was I processed the input keyword against the homepage copy that existed. And this is how the evaluation of that lawn service aligns with the user intent of large area mowing service. Okay, so step one is the target meaning map. And this implied context is that the user is likely not a standard suburban homeowner. They possess fields, industrial lots, or commercial property. Their key pain points are standard equipment takes too long or fails, that finding reliable contractors for big jobs is hard, and overgrowth affects property value or creates liability, which could mean fire or fines. Their expected attributes are efficiency, heavy-duty equipment like tractors and bat wings, reliability, and capacity. So the actual meaning from the page copy that I pulled was a core triple of the lawn service provides the best care. It does do big lots, commercial, and REO, which is real estate owned properties. The secondary triples were they provide a service that includes weed control and fertilization, and the company has 30 plus years experience and specialized equipment. There's an emotional layer there of pride, reflection of your property, and trust. And there was a bit of drift because the copy that was previously there, which was your lawn is a reflection of your property, that leans heavily into residential and cosmetic semantics, which slightly dilutes the large area / industrial intent. So step 3 is the alignment and the gap analysis. The alignment report shows that the copy successfully targets the large area aspect immediately in the hero text, because we talked about fields, pastures, and large lots. And then in the inclusion of REO, real estate owned, and the word industrial creates strong semantic relevance. The drift happens in the middle section where that part that says your lawn is a reflect ... That is generic residential filler. A facility manager or an owner of a 20-acre pasture cares about compliance, safety, and efficiency, not whether the grass reflects their personality. So the missing triples here was capacity and scale, because the page mentioned specialized equipment but didn't specify. For example, like tractors, bush hogging, 15-foot batwing mowers. That type of specificity builds trust for large area queries. What was also missing was the frequency. So large area mowing often requires different schedules than weekly residential cuts. So overall, there's a 31 out of 35 verdict with a pass, but we improve and add the missing meaning. The copy lacked equipment semantics. Users searching for large area mowing want to know that we have the horsepower. So words like acreage, tractor mowing, or bush hogging are semantically denser than just large lot. There was that emotional misfire of your lawn is a reflection of your property, mismatch for the target audience. The current emotion is pride and vanity, which is more of a residential focus. The target emotion is relief, reliability, compliance, and has a commercial / agricultural focus. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap that reflection copy and change the focus from beauty to property value preservation and liability reduction. And then we're going to elevate the 3-day guarantee, because this is a massive value proposition for commercial clients who are used to vendors flaking out. So this should be higher up or tied to the request quote button. And then we're going to add specific keywords, words like acreage. Then we're going to mention the specific type of machinery, for example, industrial grade mowers, to prove competence. So after that, this semantic tool rewrote the page and I updated the homepage copy. I then ran the page through my semantic alignment analyzer. The score was 34 out of 35. More importantly, there was no drift back to residential language. The core meaning held. The page said exactly what the business was trying to convey. Now AI doesn't have to guess. Can they handle this? The site answers that directly. One of the most important fixes that we needed to make wasn't even on a service page. It was on the contact form. So let's think about rototilling. It's a one-time service per season. But forcing customers to choose one-time service can feel wrong because gardeners think in seasons, not emergencies. So we changed the frequency option to one-time / seasonal project. That one change, number 1, matches buyer psychology. Number 2, prevents intent confusion. And number 3, reinforces the shift away from residential contracts. And yes, forms train AI too. So this is the part I love. The client immediately felt the difference. The page finally said what he'd been trying to explain about his business. The site stopped pulling him backward. and started supporting where he's going. That's semantic alignment you can feel. So what's next? The next step isn't more SEO. It's the thank you page, because seasonal project clients and ongoing contract clients need different expectations set after they submit a form. That's where alignment either holds or quietly unravels. So this business isn't trying to get more traffic. It's trying to get the right work. And that's what semantic alignment actually does. If your services, pricing, or ideal client has shifted, that's exactly when a semantic alignment report matters, because AI should grow with your business, not trap you in its past. What was also pretty cool is inside my SEO school, which is aiseoschool.com, and that's school with a K, I have given access to these different GPTs that I've created. The GPT will be available to purchase on its own shortly. But if you're inside the SEO school, you can get access to the GPTs that I've created and that I teach inside the school. So one of my members said that she listened to the podcast and thought she would try out the semantic alignment gym on some pages. And she said, wow, some great feedback and results, especially for my homepage. I thought I would try it out on my highest traffic page, a particular blog, and she said it was brutal. I can completely understand the results and will have to have a think on how to change it to align more with my brand and send more sales my way instead of Amazon's. She put a screenshot here about how the tool gave her a comparison of the two meaning maps, what she intended it to mean and what the actual page meaning was. So I love that people are putting this into practice for their websites. And I hope that if this appeals to you, that you'll try it out as well. If you want to try the light version of the page analyzer, definitely join us in the AI SEO school for my 7-day free Shopify traffic challenge. And there you will get access to the challenge as well as the light version of this semantic analyzer tool. So you can copy and paste the words on the page that you want to analyze and tell it what keyword you're trying to rank for, and then get the feedback immediately from that report so that you can update your page to make sure that it means what you intend it to mean. So that's it for this week. I'll be back next week with a first guest of 2026. And until then, I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next time.
Hey, Shopify store owners, especially if you're selling on Etsy too. Here's a quick question. Are people actually finding your products on Google? If SEO feels confusing, overwhelming, or like something you'll get to later, this is for you. I'm hosting a free 7-day Shopify SEO challenge that breaks it down into simple, doable steps. No tech headaches, no fluff. Join us at aiseoschool.com. That's school with a K, aiseoschool.com. 7 days, it's free, better traffic. Let's go.